Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another travel vlog, and one that is very, very close to my heart because we're in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the place I called home for 12 years. I really wanted to pick up the camera on this trip and share a few memories with you all, as you have really become an online community to me. I know I've mentioned it throughout videos, dribbles and drabs. I know I've had a lot of you join in the recent year and maybe you didn't know, but yes, I grew up here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I haven't actually been back here for 7 years. So we are here on a little trip just for 4 days. Well, it ends up being like 3 whole days while we're over in Thailand. So we've just taken a little internal flight. It was £55 return. I wanted to show Andy, my partner, where I grew up and all of that. And that's all we're going to be doing. It's a real whistle-stop trip. It's not a touristy trip at all, really. It's more just to see the city back through the footsteps of kind of how and where I grew up and places that were significant to me. So we're going to my school, we're going to my house and the housing area I used to live in. We're just going to walk back in the footsteps of some memories, obviously have some amazing food, because if you didn't know, genuinely, most of the world, I feel, does not know the Western world, but Malaysia, like Malaysian food, is the best cuisine ever. Malaysia is also a wonderful place. The people are wonderful. The food is wonderful. Everything is wonderful. It's definitely a quirky place. Like, it's got so many characteristics, and the people here and the mannerisms and the way of life is very unique, I would say. And especially as I lived here, I very much experienced the whole living firsthand and the whole cultural side of things. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see now how it's changed. So sit back, relax. I have no idea how long this video is going to be because obviously it's a very quick trip, a lot to take in, not much time. But I'm gonna take you on a very personal vlog today, back to the place I called home for 12 years. So let's go. We just went to my school and wow. Obviously I couldn't film in there because, as said, it's just not, you wouldn't film in any school. It's incredible how much investment is in that school. They have built, because it's in a city, how can I explain it? Like, because it's in such a built up area already, there's obviously loads of like houses and complexes, so there's no land to expand onto, but they have managed to expand so much. Like, it's incredible, state of the art, incredible. Didn't really know anyone there, but interestingly enough, another girl that I'm friends with on Facebook, I think she was the year below me, she's actually going for an alumni visit today at 12 o'clock. So that's really interesting. I just had a quick look on Facebook and I'm like, I'm friends with her, and I'm like, that's just such weird timing. Anyway, we are now at the next stop on memory lane. So we've been to my school, we've been to a couple of places that for food that are like memorable to me. And behind me, for any of my long-time viewers, this is the pet shop where we bought Milo. Milo was my Labrador Retriever, our family dog. We had him from when he was about 6 weeks old, maybe older, I don't know, I was really young. And obviously this is where the journey started. We flew him, he lived here for 7 years, and then when we moved back to England, we flew him home. So Milo, for fun fact, was an Australian dog. His parents were Australian. He was born here in Malaysia. We bought him here and then we shipped him back to the UK. So he was a globetrotter of a dog. But I'm just going to go in here, and I felt it was really significant to just come back, have a look, and then I just want to buy Jerry a toy here. Like, I just want to buy him a toy. So this is the shop where Milo joined our family. Raining cats and dogs. Hopefully it's open because we've literally come down here to see this. And look, they've got the pets in the window still. Milo, he was either in this one or this one, but they've put stuff in front. And there's all cats in there now by the looks of it. Yeah, little Milo. How much is that doggy in the window? I'm pretty sure he was in the middle here, and he was just one of those dozy, dopey little Labrador pups. So, let's go get Jerry a toy. So we're inside now. I was just telling Andy, all of this shelving wasn't here, but they put out like one of those dog gates, so it was kind of like this big, and in this exact spot right here is where we all first sort of pet and met Milo. Wow. I said, look at this cat. So cute. And this one. He's like, yeah. Oh, bless them. They must be so hot. Hopefully they've got fans in there. Right, let's get Jerry a toy. This is the most awkward angle ever. We've come to a bar. This is the Social in Damansara. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I might have to hold it. We've come to the Social, which is just like a little bar on the strip. We're in an area called Bangsar. There is, again, I didn't actually quite realise how, well, I did know there was a lot, but I didn't quite realise how many spots over this city, how many memories there are in like silly little spaces. Like I said, you've just seen one of probably multiple we've already experienced of like where we got Milo. But the car ride here, we passed my dad's rugby club, and I was just telling Andy about a story about my granddad getting pulled over by the police in front of that. We're talking, you know, like 15, no, more than that, probably 18 years ago. And some of it is still so fresh in my memory, so fresh. But at the same time, it's like being in this space. It's ironic that I'm visiting Kuala Lumpur once I've been in England for 12 years, because now I've been in England 12 years. I lived here 12 years. So the perspective of how long and how much I've done in my life in England is the exact same period of time that I was here. So it's kind of amazing to think how many memories. Sorry about the blender. I don't know what that is. I'll wait till that finishes. There we go, that's a little bit better. But yeah, there's just so many memories. Like my school, I went there from when I was in year 1 through till year 11. I got confused. I thought we finished school in year 10, but it's year 11, and then year 12 and year 13 are A-levels. And everyone finds it really interesting when I'm back in the UK, because I know most of you are UK viewers, and if you're not UK viewers, you're American viewers. I won't know what levels you do in America, like what your further education in school is called, but in the UK it's GCSEs, your General Certificate of Secondary Education. And I always, when I'm speaking to my friends at home, say, you know, I did IGCSEs, which just means International General Certificate of Secondary Education. But it was really nice to just walk around, because Andy, he's behind the camera by the way, he was like, oh, why would you want to go back to your school? Like I wouldn't want to go back to my school, that doesn't make sense to me. And I was like, just because it was so different. And I don't know if anybody else is the same, but even while I'm here, like I totally appreciate with Andy, I'm talking to him like he's not here, but it's only because he don't like being on camera, he doesn't mind, but I appreciate to him that it's just a school, it has no meaning at all. And like when we go and eat in a restaurant, it's just a restaurant, it has no meaning at all, which is why I'm trying to sort of spill out so many memories that were there. And it's just so awesome, because the next kind of big pivotal thing we're doing, the school was the big one, the next one is tomorrow. We're going to the housing complex I used to live in, and I mean, that's going to have a lot of memories for me. And yeah, apparently it's completely different and changed. A lot of Malaysia and here in KL to me has massively changed, but so much of it has stood still, to the point where when we're in the taxis going past and I've seen a couple of restaurants and I'm like, how is that restaurant still there? That was there when we first moved here, which means it's survived like literally 25 years plus. Which at home, like especially in the UK, like the restaurant industry and cafes and stuff is such a high turnover, like it's a tough industry. Whereas here there's so many lots and there's so many choices. So it's just really lovely to see some stuff that is stood still in time. So we're having a little drink here, and then we're heading to a shop my mum recommended, which I do vaguely remember, that sells some like designery bits and some local designers and stuff. And then we're meeting my friend for lunch here. I don't know if I'll film that, because I don't know if he'll want to be on camera, because we're going to have some nice, again, Malaysian, really good quality food. And the great thing about my friend is he works in basically like the media food industry here, so he is a connoisseur of knowing where's good to go, because there is so much choice. Do you feel like here is like, do you feel like there's just more restaurants and cafes than a normal city, or not? Or do you think it's quite normal?
It's quite normal. Any city you go to, there's restaurants all over the place.
I know, I just feel like here it's unbelievable. Like if you didn't know where to go, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know where to go. I've just asked Andy, but I wanted to know what is your impression so far as a first time person to Kuala Lumpur?
To be honest, exactly what I expected. Busy Asian city.
Is there anything that's surprised you or been different to what you thought?
Where you took me when we first landed, I didn't even be like that.
Oh, so
that was the Chinatown bit, yeah.
Yeah, so usually most tourists, if you came here, it would be on, like, if you've looked up things to do, we went to Petaling Street, which is a famous street here in Malaysia, and it's in Chinatown. And yeah, it's quite full on. It's a very tourist area. It's a very local area. So, well, how can I need to use the right language.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, but I don't know what you compare it to. Markets in Europe and Spain and stuff are just so different. I was saying as well to Andy, like, there's a huge divide, and it's very evident in that area of Malaysia. Like, Chinatown and Little India are kind of very much bordering each other. So you kind of walk through an area and it's very predominantly Chinese, to the point where literally on one street there is a Chinese temple, and you walk 20 meters down the road and there's an Indian Hindu temple. Like, it's very strong Chinese Indian here, and that's why I always struggle when people tell me or ask me to explain. The lighting's better this way, sorry. That's why when people ask me to explain, like, what is Malaysian food, what is the culture like, I'm like, for people who haven't been to Malaysia, it's really difficult to try and explain. So I just say it is kind of in between Chinese and Indian. You can't really explain it. It feels like a middle ground. Anyway, I just wanted to sit down and have a good natter, because I don't know how long this video is going to be, but this is my Malaysia vlog, because I really wanted to make a Malaysia vlog. There may be odd footage that I've chucked in from my phone as well, or odd videos of things. It might be a bit mishmoshy, but my travel vlogs are always mishmoshy because I'm here experiencing it. I'm a sponge this trip. I'm just absorbing everything. So yes, next stop will be lunch with my friend, and we'll see if I film that. If we don't, then I will get back to you with whatever happens next.
Tower.
Oh, Andy wants to go up the KL Tower, so that will definitely be something I film. The KL Tower is this one, because in Malaysia we have got the Petronas towers, which is these. These are probably the most iconic thing that is the Malaysia symbol. But yeah, we're going up the KL Tower, and recently they have just built this, which is the new KL Tower. I can't remember the official name though. But the driver informed us last night. It's very interesting. It's a very tall tower, and up to the 97th floor is going to be offices, and then from the 97th floor to whatever the top is, it's going to be a Hyatt hotel. So that'd be cool.
Merdeka 118.
Merdeka 118, that's it. Our hotel, like you've seen from the views, amazing. So we get the view of that. But yeah, we're definitely doing that later. So we'll see what happens next. So we've had lunch with my friend. It was so nice seeing him, and we're actually gonna go out tomorrow. We're gonna go around his house and spend the whole afternoon. I don't know if you've seen that reflection in my face, but we're gonna spend out the afternoon around his house, and then probably going out for dinner. So it was so nice. But we came to KLCC, so the Twin Towers, because we were gonna stand outside and take the photo. It's just done it again. But as we were in the taxi, it started raining, and if you know, you know. Like, tropical rain is like this. It is unbelievable out there. Thunder, lightning, madness. I'll turn the camera around properly because I can't see what angle you guys are seeing. Yeah, I forgot. This is like... Please tell me you've seen some kind of flash then. I need to turn it around. I can't capture any lightning, obviously, because when I turn the camera on, it doesn't do it, but yeah, we're in KLCC, and it's mad. But we just ordered, a pint of tiger again, and we've just had some really lovely char siu and wonton mee with my friend. It's been great. It's been really, really great. But here in Chili's, we're going to order some egg rolls. Well, I've ordered some egg rolls. They are a favourite, a firm favourite from when I was a kid and used to come here with mum and dad all the time. And I just can't get egg rolls in the UK. They're not the same as Chili's. So when they come, I'll show you. They have arrived! Finally, some egg rolls. I can't wait. These are going to be delicious. And the rain stopped and the fountains come on. Just had one more beer. And it's very loud in here. I'm going to get copyrighted, so I'm going to leave you. We finished in Chili's now, so I can finally talk to you. I just wanted to show you one of the malls. So this is KLCC, and it's just so absolutely massive. Like, sorry if the camera's moving too quick, but it is just so big. A camera, I'm sure, is not going to do it any justice. But this is just one of like 5, 6 malls in Malaysia that's this size. That's only like this size. There's then multiple other malls that are just normal size malls like we get in the UK. It's like obviously like the Trafford Centre, like that's a huge mall as well, but it's not the same. Like these are just so ginormous. Finished our drinks. We're gonna go outside and get the photo now. Although that sounds like thunder still. It is still thunder. But we gotta quickly just go get this photo. I wanna get Andy's reaction because it is quite surprising. No, from the bottom.
I still can't see it.
I'm just trying to get you. Yeah, they're quite a lot bigger from here. I'll show you. So obviously we were just up there, but this is what it looks like. Poof! They're quite large from the bottom here. Okay. Yay! I was trying to fit me in. There we go. Just double chin. We're now at the evening, skipping along quite a bit. Got my hair tied up. I'm literally about to jump in the shower and go to bed because I think it is about midnight. 23 minutes past midnight. Back at the hotel, as you can see. Ignore the ironing board. Men decide not to do their ironing before they go on holiday, so they do it on holiday, or my man does at least. We, anyway, have had a lovely evening. We went to Sid's Pub, which is my family friend's pub. Unfortunately, the family friend, he was not here. He's actually in Phuket, which is pretty ironic. And he comes back the day we fly out. So, again, pretty ironic. So, it was a real shame to miss him, but we went there. We had like 3 pints. And then we went around the corner and we went to the Mamak. And Mamak, well, to be fair, might have Malaysian viewers, so don't quote me on any of this. This is just what I picked up on. But Mamak, translated directly, means like eating, food, like to eat. I'm pretty sure. A Mamak's a very local place. Like the best way I could describe it to Andy is like they stay open quite late. They're very local. That's where they do roti, and they're kind of, in comparison to the UK, like a kebab shop, I suppose. But just so much better. So Andy and I have just been to the Mamak. I'm going to put a little screen recording in here of I think I put it up on Instagram. I took these videos anyway. And that wasn't even everything we ordered. So we had like 2 roti canai, 2 roti telur, 2 roti cheese. That's a thing here now. We had ayam goreng, which is fried chicken. We had rice each. We had chicken curry. We had dal, and we had fish head curry. Fish head curry is my favorite. Don't judge it till you try it, because I know it sounds but it is the best one. My absolute favorite. If I could only have one, I'd have that. The whole meal, plus we both had a drink, of which one of the drinks is that big bottle of water there, like one of the giant ones, and I had Teh Tarik, was £7.58. Like, I'm sorry. In one way, I'm glad I don't live here, because I would be the size of a house. The amount of food we've eaten on this trip is absolutely unbelievable. And there's still a lot more to go tomorrow. Tonight was just great. A few drinks, a really cheap mamak, the best quality food, like genuinely the most amazing street food. My heart is very full right now. So I'm on my stomach. I'm gonna go have a shower and call it a night. And I should see you all tomorrow when we head to where I used to live and where my house that I lived in for 5-6 years is. And I'm quite nervous to see it all, if I'm honest. I'm quite nervous because apparently it's all been quite run down and changed, and when we lived there it was kind of in its hype. So we will see, but I'll see you tomorrow. And good morning, Kuala Lumpur. Look at this view right from bed, minus the condensation. Obviously that is just from the aircon on the outside. But for some reason it must be that window, because look at this. Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely gorgeous. The sun is shining. We're about to go for some breakfast and then head out. Come for some breakfast. And it is so good. It's all like traditional Malay food here. Try not to film anyone, but we'll sit down and I'll show you. Always got to get some fresh orange juice. I just love a breakfast buffet. It literally is one of my favourite things when I stay at a hotel. Like I don't drink because I'm looking at it. I don't eat breakfast. But something about a hotel breakfast is just needed. So over here they've got a nasi lemak station. So here will be the rice. And then you've got the sambals over here. And then you make it up with the peanuts and the egg and the ikan bilis and the cucumber. We got some porridge And then you've got some dim sum. And then over here, you've got the noodle station and the egg station. And then my personal favorite section, which is the roti station. Yum, yum. Got chicken curry as well and dal. They make all the roti fresh. And then you've got all the normal stuff over here, like baked beans, baked potato, chicken toast, that's new. All of the bread and stuff over there. Toast section. And then come around here and look at this. What a lovely morning setup. They've even got that potato salad, actually looks delicious. And all of this where you can have salad and build salad for breakfast. It looks like the raw papaya salad. Oh, som tam, yeah, this is all Thai. Yum, yum, and yum. And then on the middle, you've got these are traditional Malaysian pandans and some cereal and granola as usual. And then look at the honey. Wow. Right, I am going to have some breakfast. Sorry, I forgot to film. I started eating it, but I've got some roti, got some nasi. I think this is some kind of roti, I'm not actually sure. Fish curry. I had a teh tarik, and now I'm trying this for breakfast, which is fish, egg noodle thing with vegetables. I chose it at the station and they cook it fresh, so I thought I'd try something new. Breakfast was delicious. I love having a teh tarik in the morning, honestly. If you're ever in Malaysia at all, order teh tarik, just trust me. As long as you like sweeter things, because it's basically teh tarik is pulled tea, what they call here, and it's made with condensed milk. So it sounds not that nice, but genuinely, if you like something sweet, you'll like it. We're running a little bit late. I had to do a bit of work this morning. Andy's also done a tiny bit of work this morning as well. And we're gonna grab a grab now, because grab, by the way, also, I suppose this is a bit of a travel guide. All of my travel vlogs are a slight travel guide because you can learn from obviously what I have done and what I've experienced. But here in Malaysia, the app, and also in Thailand, that we're using is Grab. So that's basically the Uber here. And it is so cheap. Our average taxi has been about £2, and that's for like driving for 20 to 25 minutes, like 15 to 25 minutes. Like it's been like £2. It's absolutely insane. So we're gonna get a Grab and we are going back to my old house. And we're meeting up with a family friend at their house. They still live in the same house. I had a couple of Christmases at this house and everything. I'm really excited about this. I think this is my thing I've been looking forward to the most, and I'm kind of nervous to see everything because apparently my parents came like 18 months ago and they said it's run down so much, like compared to when we lived there. So let's just get in a Grab and go see. We're back where I used to live in the Clubhouse. I was just showing Andy around. He's just gone to the loo, but this will just look like a normal carport thing. But I said this is where I must have spent, oh my gosh, hundreds of hours with my friend Hakon, and we would skateboard here. I never skateboarded, I just had a skateboard and roll on it. He actually learned tricks and stuff. But we'd get off the school bus which dropped us here. We used to skateboard there and all the way just up and down this run multiple times. Oh my gosh, and then here, yeah, is the clubhouse of where I used to live. It's actually a really big clubhouse. There's like a square over there with a little restaurant and a shop, and it's got like a hair salon. It had a music shop back in the day. This hill is exactly the same. Sat on that hill many a times. Gosh guys, years and years and years and hundreds of hours, thousands of minutes were spent literally walking here, up and down here, up and down here. I said there was some bricks back there that I remember I etched my name into, but it looks like it's all kind of been a bit renovated, so they're unfortunately not there anymore. But this is the square. You come in here. I've jumped in that fountain a million times as well. I got told off. I know to you guys it will look like nothing, but they used to have tables and chairs that they put out here if they had events. And then we come into the main bit, and on the left here is where you can hire a golf cart, and or if anybody's coming just to use the golf course, because this is a golf course as well. Like all the houses are dotted on all the golf courses. This area was the restaurant, which is completely gone. This is the sales office. Oh my goodness me, it's all gone. This was full. I ate here so many times. It was so cheap. The gym's up there. And then these are all fountains, so they used to have running water. And me and my friends and that would always jump in here and slide across. All the boys used to play football just on this front patch here, which was difficult, to be fair, now I look at it, because it slants down. And then this we always just called the aircon room, because it was part of the restaurant, but it had aircon in there, so we used to love it. And this is our swimming pool. Oh my gosh, my heart's fluttering a little bit. But this is the pool. Oh my gosh, it's so run down. There's like loads of tiles missing and everything. Oh, and they got rid of, there was all loads of trees here. They've all got rid of that now. There's like a jacuzzi bit here. The amount of times we jumped down and we'd go straight onto the golf course over there. Used to get in so much trouble back in my day, guys, honestly, when I lived here. All of the kids, all of us were naughty. And then this was the this was the kids' pool. But yeah, in the middle, this had all had trees grown up. The jacuzzi. This jacuzzi, I was very naughty as well, because the bathroom's there, and I remember me and my friend, we went in, we cupped our hands full, got loads and loads of hand soap, jumped in the jacuzzi and made bubbles like literally this big. Oh, I was such a cheeky kid, honestly. I was a good kid, I'm joking, guys, but that's just what kind of, you know, kids are silly, aren't they? We just do funny things. But yeah, this looks totally different to me, because it's all, the trees are all gone. You can see they've cut the tree stumps. I can't believe, can you see at the bottom? All these dots are like missing tiles. That's so run down now. And then my house is literally over here. Oh my gosh, the amount of times we came here as well and like had picnics and stuff. This was our entrance from my house. This park as well. So many memories. And this house just here was my house. Oh my god, can you see I'm shaking? I'm literally shaking. The park's not changed at all. As you can see, it's completely run down. Oh, I'm gonna go see my house. So this is the house. It's so run down and worn out now. But I was just showing Andy. So you see these houses back here. I don't want to film obviously someone's house too much, but they've got a little doggy as well. See these palm trees here though? My mum planted all of those along the back, and they must have been less than a metre tall. Oh, that was Milo's garden. Oh my gosh, it's so overgrown. Yeah, all of these trees here, which are 7 metres tall, my mum planted all of these where they just hit the top of that fence. Oh my gosh, the house. My guinea pigs are buried in that garden as well. It is just an absolute mess. It's an absolute mess. Editing Amy here. I just wanted to jump in to disclaim, obviously this is someone's home, I don't mean to disrespect it, but we were told by our family friend who still lives in this housing area that a lot of the houses now are not privately owned, they're all rented out, and as such the landlords just don't put any money into the properties anymore. And obviously renters are not going to put so much in, you know, it is the landlord's responsibility to look after certain things in the building. So that's more what I meant, is just they've let the area go downhill because landlords aren't taking care of the properties in general. This wasn't just for my house. So we're at our family friend's house. Obviously I'm not going to film too much, we've been here for a couple of hours now, but I could not resist this opportunity. You have to meet Bob the tortoise. I was wondering where he was, and then I come out of the toilet and he's just wandering over. Hey Bob, how are you, mate? You okay? He is the most wonderful little tortoise, and he will walk around the whole house. I think he wants some lettuce. Please don't eat my hand. He's just having a little sniff. Hey Bob. Fun story. So my mum's friend who's here in this house, out the front of the house they've got a little pond. I won't show too much of the house, obviously out of respect, but they've got a pond, and when the maid was here, she was out on the road. Come on Bob, let's go this way. Come on Bob. She was out on the road and she seen Bob when he was little, and she thought he was one of the tarpons. Laughing at myself here. I meant terrapin, clearly. That were in the pond out there, and she brought him in and she put him in the pond. And my mum's friend came home and she was like, oh my gosh, this is not a tarpon, this is a tortoise. She put it out on the local group chat and wondered where, like, if anyone lost a tortoise. No one had, so she adopted the tortoise. And this is now Bob the tortoise, who lives here. He roams and wanders around the house. He eats lettuce most of the day. He's just had some watermelon, of which Exhibit A is over here. Of all of the watermelon that has been eaten. and a bit of dragon fruit there. But other than that, Bob just wanders around the house. And I gotta say, Bob is the coolest little lad I have ever met. And I definitely want a Bob. Isn't he lush? I think he's very curious of what the camera is. He is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, how fantastic is he? How do you live with this little lad? He's so cute. He's so annoying. Hey, Mom!
6.5 hours later.
Wow.
This? See where this?
Oh, so you choose.
Yeah.
I see.
Let's do that.
Oh my gosh. More dim sum. Wow.
We stop here first. Okay.
3:28 a.m.
And we're back at the hotel. Bed is all made. I didn't even show you, did I? Did the intro. Didn't even show you the room. We're staying at Indigo Hotel, which is an IHG hotel. And it is lovely. So I thought I'd just quickly show you before we sign off for bed. I have just had a shower, and this is the bathroom. These are big open windows. All of them are in the room. All the blinds are down, obviously, but this is all one big open space. I think I showed you, actually. I can't even remember now. But yeah, little bath. And Andy and I may have got a takeaway. So that is being delivered downstairs with basically grab food, which is essentially Uber Eats, but for food. It's our last night. Why not? We're having a banquet, as per usual. Anyway, ciao. See you tomorrow. So it is the next day in wonderful KL. Look at that shot. I don't think you can tell quite how huge that is. That is pretty impressive. Fun fact, this was one of the tallest, it was the tallest observation tower in the world, I think, at one point. But now it's not. I don't know where it is now, the tallest observation tower. But we're gonna go out of it, so let's go. We're in the lift, which is going quite fast and you don't want to think about it too much.
I was going to say, it was going quite slow.
Oh yeah, actually it is. I remember it going a lot faster than this. You can see up on the little digital screen. There's how many floors? Like 20, 22 or something? I don't know. But obviously they're not real floors because as you've seen from the shape of the building, it's like a tiny little thin way up, and then obviously everything's at the top. So there's a glass box up here that we're going to have to stand on as well. We'll pay an extra 10 ringgit for it. The tickets up here were 140 ringgit each, which is about, oh, the conversions are difficult.
Yes.
It's this. Hello, thank you. Oh, I have to get the ticket out again. Morning. Literally, I had to check the ticket 4 times in the space of like 10 seconds. Wow. Look at that. That's so cool. My hair is so frizzy. I can't wait to get back to Thailand. We're going back today. Our flight's at 4 o'clock. It's already been delayed to 5. I need to have a good hair wash and put loads of oil in it because it's so frizzy right now. But also it's the humidity here. Look how absolutely awesome this backdrop is. Love the Petronas towers. It's such a shame it's not like a good angle here, but still, that's pretty much the symbol of Malaysia. And over here you can pay an extra 10 ringgit and you can go out onto this glass platform, which I think we're going to have to do. That feels so wrong. That feels so wrong. Weird.
A few moments later.
We're now in Mid Valley Mega Mall, which is my mum and I's probably favourite mall. Got some fresh Famous Amos, the triple chocolate pecan, and now I'm taking Andy to go get the best curry puffs. We were also going to be going to the chicken rice shop that's here, but we're going to wait till we go to the airport because they've actually got one in the airport, so we're going to get some curry puff. Got the curry puff. Look how good that looks. It's the flakiest pastry, it's so good. Time to get back to the hotel and go to the airport.
Now rest of the crew, welcome aboard flight to Phuket. We already started our descent for Phuket. We estimated 5:45 Phuket time. The crew, we would like to wish a pleasant stay in Phuket. Thank you for choosing to fly with Malaysia.
And And just like that, we're back in Thailand. And today's actually my birthday. KL was such a great trip. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little snippet of, I was about to say my life, but my previous life. I feel like this was a very personal vlog. As I mentioned at the beginning, obviously, it's a lot of history. It's like my bit of history. Sounds so weird, but it literally is, because whenever I mention it on the vlogs, I mentioned I grew up in Malaysia, I grew up in Southeast Asia, I do get loads of comments of people being like, wow, like what, why? Like, why were you there? I don't remember if I mentioned in this video, but my dad was offered a job over there just for a year, literally back in 2001? I feel like it was 2001. 2000 maybe. He was offered a job over there to set up a company that he was already working for in Bristol, but they were opening a branch in Asia. So his boss gave him an opportunity to go over there. Obviously I was only 3 or 4 years old, so it was like a huge decision. My dad hadn't travelled a ton, my mum hadn't travelled much at all out of the country, so it was like a huge decision. So yeah, my mum encouraged him to say yes, because my dad was almost like, nah, it's too, that's a big risk, you know, Amy needs to go to school, blah blah blah. And my mum was like, we should just do it. What's the worst that can happen? We'll come home. So they went over, they thought it'd just be a year. That year then became, can you stay for another year? And that was 2 years. And then it was, can you stay for another year? And yeah, loads of turbulent times that my parents thought that we were coming home and we were only going to be there a few years, but it ended up being 12. And that's why I ended up doing all my schooling there. And we ended up going to that house. We lived in multiple other places before that house though, but the house that I showed you was my longest home in Malaysia, and my only house. We lived in condominiums otherwise. But there you go, there's a bit of history about me. Thank you so much if you watched all of this video. I truly appreciate every single one of you, and yeah, we've got a few more days left in Thailand. I don't know if I'm vlogging or not. I'm gonna start a bit of a vlog today for my birthday, but we'll see where the day goes. But thank you so much for watching. If you love any of my content, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any of these uploads. Hopefully we'll travel a lot more places in the world this year. And apart from that, I will leave you all to it with a couple of videos here on the screen if you want to spend a bit more time with me. I love and appreciate you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao!